Hello, happy April Fools on the 1st of April. And there's no better way to start the month than with a clear action plan to more productivity, right? And that's what we are here to do today. So hopefully you've been checking out all our worksheets that we've been sharing as we have been doing our hashtag productivity challenge during March. And today we are closing that out. And remember to sign up for our newsletter if you want to get access to these resources. They are super cool, really nicely designed. So really make sure you're checking those out. But today we will be discussing some resources that will help you to close the gap in your productivity change, right? So if you've been tracking this with us, you know what, firstly, your biggest time wasters are. Secondly, you know some signs of good meetings, processes, time management. We address those a little bit. And you know, most importantly, where you want to be. And you know how many extra hours or processes or techniques or habits or anything like that that you need to implement to finally get there. And this week, as we go a little bit deeper into some of those top time wasters that you identified as part of week 3, I want you to start thinking about how you can close the gap. Just before we have a look at how to actually close the gap, let's go have a look at the worksheet for this week in a little bit more detail. So I really want you to go think about what you had identified during weeks 1 up until 3, especially as it relates to your time wasters. And for each of your top time wasters that you have now hopefully gone to rate and rank during week 3, and I want you to start thinking about when these time wasters are most likely to strike. What are some of those triggering thoughts or environments or even emotions? And maybe there are times of the day or times of the month in terms of when things are really super busy or not, where this becomes a big factor for you. You might also be able to evaluate when this is most likely to ruin your productivity plans, or when it comes with friends. Here we go, Candy Crush while the kettle is boiling. Don't know if that's a reality for you. And even some secret kryptonite. So what are some of those things that are going to disarm your time wasters? And you'll notice there we've got some superpowers, secret superpowers. When I trip up, I can opt out by, or I can resist this temptation by, because being tempted is one thing, but giving into it is a completely another thing. So what are those things that you can do to avoid these time wasters? Don't you just love these extra little mantras here at the bottom? I'd rather lose 5 minutes than 5 hours. I can stop now. I deserve a break, and I will be most fulfilled if I go drink my tea in the sunshine without my phone. I think we can all benefit from that. What about I can say no and the world won't end? This is so true. I think that often as entrepreneurs, we think that this is the only reality. We have to say yes to every single opportunity, but actually that is not the case. And urgent is not important. I often have to remind myself of this one. But as you are starting to evaluate what some of these top time wasters are and what triggers those, you will be able to get to a point where you are able to take action on those. So you probably want to know, most importantly right now, how you are going to overcome some of those biggest obstacles. Those top time wasters, what can you do to get rid of them? So I know we all want to know what those are, what those solutions are, and honestly, it's going to look different for different people. But the chances are that you actually already know what you have to do. Like, for example, leave your phone at your desk when you go to bed at night, okay? That is a very obvious solution to a problem that might be a niggle for you. So if you were able to identify the triggers to these time wasters and you filled in this little worksheet, the chances are that you actually already know what the answers are. But just in case, here are a few extra resources that I'll share with you today. So firstly, let's go have a look at some of the top time management courses that are available for free, which is awesome, that are recommended for 2021. Okay, so you'll see there are a variety of resources here, from LinkedIn Learning to Skillshare to Udemy to Coursera and even Dale Carnegie, which is great. So I'm just going to have a quick flip through these. You will notice that they are very much free, which is great, which is what we want. And you will see that there are things about understanding the fundamentals of time management in Microsoft Office, getting excellent tips from experts, discovering the best ways to manage your time. And a lot of these you might find are things that you already know, but you might find that just the way that they have compiled it and put it together and the logical progression in the ways that they are presenting this information is actually going to get you to a point where you are able to become more productive. So check out this one, discover how to plan your life with Google Calendar. Now, some of these tools they might have made specific to, for example, Google or Microsoft Office, but you might find that the tips and tricks that they're sharing with you are going to be transferable. So it's about learning what the concept is and how you can implement that in your life. Okay, so Udemy, learning how to handle paperwork effectively. If you are in a work environment that deals with a lot of paper, then this is definitely something to check out. It's a certification for students, employees, and entrepreneurs, and we definitely fall into the latter two categories potentially. And then on Coursera, you will notice that it's for personal and professional productivity. Learn how to work smarter, not harder. I'm sure that you've heard this quite a lot. And even looking at ways that you can use good reading material that will help you clear your concepts, okay, and be clear about what some of the issues might be. Okay, so Dale Carnegie also highly recommended in terms of time management as well as leadership. So do go check those out. Okay, perfect. So that's the first one I wanted to share with you. The second one I wanted to share with you is all around meetings. Now, I know in my life there are a lot of meetings that I have to have, and sometimes those meetings are very inefficient, and sometimes they are quite efficient. It depends on who I am in a meeting with. But during COVID, one of the tools that I found was this one called Hugo. And it's really all about making sure that your meetings, your agendas, your minutes, everything is in a single place. It's easily accessible to everyone that was privy to the meeting. And it's really just a good way to make sure that it's all in a centralized place. And what's really nice about this is that it integrates with other tools like Slack, like Asana, and a whole bunch of other ones. So there's a little demo video here, which you can go check out. But you will see it's really nice and easy to use. You've got all your meetings, your tasks are linked here as well. You can have your notes all in one place. And it's a really nice user experience and a nice interface that you can go check out. And what I really like about this is you're able to share whatever you did as part of your meetings with anyone else that was in the meeting, regardless of whether or not they are on Hugo. So you'll see there's some integrations with Slack, and Asana is there. It's all calendar based. You can even indicate to Hugo which meetings are private and should not be pulling through into here. And the best part is it's free for small teams. So up to 10 team members, it is all available for free. So really, really cool. I would highly recommend that you go check it out. I like this one. Meetings are a mess without Hugo. So just go have a little squiz. They are an up and coming startup and really something to go check out and see how you can implement this as part of your business. Okay, so enough on Hugo. I will share all of these links. Find any note or task in seconds. I can just peruse the site all the time. And what is quite cool is they have a whole range of resources that you can go check out. As part of one of their free offers just a while ago, they had a whole range of meeting templates that were available. I see they have now changed it to a little bit more of a premium model. But still, even on the free version, you do get a whole range of different resources that you can go check out. Okay, so go peruse their website. They are really cool. Okay, that's enough of Hugo. And then the last one that I want to mention to you is business process management. Now, that's what the BPM stands for. So you might find that your processes are very inefficient and you have no repetitive structures put in place. So if a client gets on board, what are those exact things that are going to be happening? How do you deal with queries? How do you deal with new clients that get onboarded? How do you deal with certain tasks within your business as part of standard operating procedures? Okay, so you really need to go spend time on learning more about this, or alternatively consult with us and we can help you put those things in place, because at the end of the day, having smooth business processes makes all the difference to the success and efficiency in your business. So there are a couple of free courses that you can go check out. You will notice there are things like University of Leeds on Future Learn, getting an introduction to process thinking, also something really important that becomes transferable between not just only business, but in the variety of different circumstances we find ourselves in. And you'll see there's diplomas on Allison and introduction to operations. So a whole range of different resources that are available. What you will notice is a large portion of them are free unless you want the certificate. If you want the certificate, then you have to pay for it. But in most instances, for our benefit, you are probably not going to need the certificate. You can get away with just accessing it for free. Okay, so go check those out. Really, really useful sources of information that you can work through. Okay. And that then brings me to the end of what I wanted to talk to you about today. So as I said, For any of these things, if you want a brainstorming session to just figure out how you can address some of these challenges that you are facing in your business, figuring out what the right processes are to be putting in place from an HR perspective to a standard operating procedures to actually just getting rid of some of the work that's on your plate, right? We all live in that reality. So if any of those apply to you, then let's have a conversation and figure out how we can customize something according to your needs. And at the end of the day, save you some time and save you some money, right? And put you first. That's what we always say. So the most important thing in all of this is to get started and get going. There is nothing that is holding you back other than putting in a little bit of extra time just to make sure that you start putting these things in place. Okay, so in the month of April, you will potentially be seeing some changes coming through. You might even start seeing a little less of me happening online. And with our live videos, they will not be happening as frequently because we are really busy and we are high in demand. But if you want to get in on the action, let me know. We are here to help you and we are here to serve you. So that is it from me for now. Until next time, I'll see you there. This is Kristine signing out. Bye.